And hi, hello, we are live.
Hi.
Hey.
How's everybody doing?
I totally forgot to open up Twitch. I'm hurting, y'all. I don't know what I did.
We've been talking to you for a half hour, and you've been fine. What's the fuck?
Because I've been saving it for this.
He's holding for the podcast.
It's like,
Yes,
Jesus Christ.
I'm saving it. I slept wrong, I guess. So I have had a pain in like my lower neck through like into my shoulder blade all fucking day.
Oh no, that was me 2 weeks ago.
It is.
Yeah.
It is the fucking worst.
Are you like
What really
an
sucks?
active, what do you call that?
An active sleeper?
like-
Sleeper?
Is that
Like,
what
do I
I'm
move
thinking?
around in my sleep? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
No, Leland can attest that I am
Oh, God.
not unlike the dead when I
Yeah.
sleep.
No. Every hotel room we've ever been in, like, he gets in, he folds his arms like Vampira, and he's out. And then when he gets up in the morning, he just literally, he can pull the blanket back right over it, and the maid does not have to do a goddamn thing. My bed, on the other hand, looks like a fucking rape and murder happened. Like, I am such a weird sleeper. Like, I pull up the bed sheets.
Weird way to go about that one, but okay.
No, it is. Bad things have happened in that bed. Like,
we could use a different analogy, but all right.
yeah, I know. But you know what? I'm feisty tonight, and that's the analogy that happened.
Okay.
So
buckle up.
buckle up, bitches. No, like you could see the mattress. I pull up every bed. Even Anthony, you've looked over at me like, what did you do? I'm like, oh,
The opposite of you.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you know how, like, in a hotel, standard hotel, like, bed situation, you've got the big comforter on top,
Yeah.
and then you've got possibly a blanket and then a sheet to sleep under. Sometimes it's just like a sheet underneath. Varies on how nice your hotel is. Everything is fucked up.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
Have we discussed the top sheet? Like, have we discussed our, like, how we are in hotels
We have not.
on this podcast?
No, yeah,
I don't think we've ever talked about any kind of hotel etiquette.
Etiquette? Hotel etiquette.
What, do you have to have a blanket before the blanket?
I
I
don't
completely
put the
believe
top
Steph
cover
has-
on me.
Has rituals.
I don't put the top cover on me. I don't use the top cover. I only use the sheet underneath.
Well, yes, because the top cover is
Because
never
I
washed.
was told they never wash the top sheet.
I find that not to be true.
Well, it was a lot
If
worse
only
when they
we
would
had
have
people
like the
who worked
super
at a hotel in the chat.
like the thick comforters. I was told
Yes.
that they don't wash that, so I never used it.
Ramon's not a maid.
Ramon said, what janky
No,
ass
he's
hotel you
not.
staying at?
I mean, I've always been like that. Or like the pillows, like you know how they have those like the decorative pillows on the bed. I don't put my head on those. I throw those. I put that on the chair. I won't put my head on those on the decorative pillows, like the roll or whatever it is, the Tootsie Roll pillow. I don't. No.
Oh, the hugging pillow.
Well, what hotels are you going to that like got like body pillows for people?
And not a whole body pillow. It just looks like a roll. You
Oh,
know?
you're talking about the little short one. Yeah, it's just like purely decorative.
It just looks like a little sausage, you know.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
the little sausage
A
pillow.
Vienna sausage.
Yes.
Yeah, but
those
but Anthony,
little
you
pillows.
also remember I usually bring my own pillow.
Oh, that's smart.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But I
But
don't
that's
assume
not-
that is out of a germ thing. That is
No,
just
that's
a personal
not.
preference.
That's just like, no, their pillows suck and mine is awesome.
I would bring. What did I used to bring before? I think I used to have. Like, I watched a video where it was just like kind of life hack studio. So it said like, if you want, you could put like the remote in a Ziploc bag, so you're never touching the same remote that other people touch. But usually, I just bring Clorox wipes and I wipe down that area. I don't ever use the glass cups. I bring my own cups.
Or just use the plastic ones.
Or use the plastic ones that they have that's already sealed in the plastic.
I don't know. What
I don't
this
use the
amazes-
coffee maker at all. I don't really
This-
like using the coffee maker there.
This amazes me. You
How
will
so?
take this much time in preparation for a hotel room, where they may or may not clean it. I'm not gonna. That's not the subject I'm gonna broach here.
Prepare to get offended, Steph.
But yeah, your ass has no problem going to a salon in the middle of a pandemic and fuck.
I didn't go to a salon.
I don't know, eyebrows.
I went to a tattoo parlor. And the lady
totally different.
Totally
You know what? No.
I mean-
I'm going to stand with Steph on this. A salon and a reputable tattoo parlor, totally different as far as
That's
cleanliness
different.
goes.
That's
Totally
not,
different.
Different.
Look, I didn't know she went to a tattoo parlor. That's not
Oh,
what this is
yeah,
about.
no.
You think she went
Yeah.
to a Fantastic Sam's to get her eyebrows tattooed?
No, I thought she went to like one of those, like a high-end salons that happen to have the esthetician in the back that also does the eyebrow tattoo.
That I'm sure exists,
That
but
makes sense.
It does
That
exist.
would be still be
People
cleaner.
use like spa places for that too, but
Yeah.
I didn't think you can really. I mean, I didn't know like spa places were actually open right now. Either, so I
Also,
wasn't
do you
really sure.
is Fantastic Sam still around?
Yeah,
Pretty sure. Yeah.
yeah, they still exist.
Some people just
I
like
used to go
$5
in like
haircuts.
middle school.
I'm sure they don't do
Some
$5
people like getting
haircuts.
butchered.
Look, Shane's going to a Fantastic Sam's this weekend.
Well, I hope you get a fantastic.
I stand by what I said. Meh.
Yeah. Hope you don't get a fantastic COVID.
Yeah. No, but I like to prepare. I'll bring like Clorox wipes. I bring slippers to walk in. Like I bring slippers to walk around in, so I'm not just wearing socks. Because you walk in there with your shoes on, and you don't want to walk around with your socks on the same
All this
floor
is
that
on
you
brand.
walked
It
with
is,
your
yeah.
shoes on.
Yeah. I mean, if either of you two agree with any of this, you two are completely nuts. This is normal Steph behavior. This is exactly what I would have predicted Steph to say when she goes into a hotel room.
I mean-
the
Yeah.
wipe down, even the shoe thing. Like, 'cause she don't wear shoes in her room or in the
Yeah, no.
house.
Wait.
She got her house slippers. So
I'm
of
either
course she got her
taking
hotel
off
slippers.
my shoe. Like if I'm gonna go upstairs and I gotta get something really quick, I'm either taking off my shoes or I'm crawling up the stairs with my feet in the air just to not get my shoes on the
All
carpet.
right, no, that was weird.
Yep.
That was
That's,
weird.
I've
that's
done
a
it.
weird one. That's it. Well, I mean, Anthony. Well, wait, Steph, I have to ask you a question.
Yes,
remember
and I have
that?
an
Remember
answer.
that one night that you, me, and Anthony spent in a hotel room when we went to the
Went to
Reign of
Knox.
Terror.
Yeah. Was it Rain of Terror?
Yeah, it was no, that was
Oh,
Reign of
what's
Terror.
Reign of Terror?
You guys went to the Christmas one.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So
No.
when we were in that room and Anthony just got into bed with his outside clothes and just went to sleep in those clothes.
Yep.
How did that make you feel?
Yeah. It was weird. He does it all the time.
I mean, we've talked about this before. You just do that. I was like, I don't know. I'll use my outside clothes to sit on the top cover of the bed sheet, but I'm not going to wear my sleeping clothes to sit on there. I will push it aside and I will sit on the inner bed sheets, then sit on the top. I'm very specific. If you see me in a hotel, you'll see this play out.
I legit do not change all day. I put my clothes on in the morning, and I don't take them off until I'm going to sleep.
You're a psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even in the hotel room, though, I've seen you. You will take off your jacket and your shoes, and you're in bed.
And sometimes the shoes.
Okay,
It is
I've
just the
never
lightest
worn
thing.
my clothes in my bed.
Right. I'm
You jump on your
just
bed
like,
too
what
with
are
your
you
shoes on.
Like, it's like, what are
Whoa,
you
whoa,
afraid of?
wait,
What's
hold on.
going to happen?
I got to defend myself real quick. I
No,
gotta
no,
defend
you
myself
don't.
real quick.
No, you
Yes, I do.
don't.
When I do that, when I do simply lay on a bed and I am still wearing my shoes, I do keep my shoes off the bed. My feet do dangle off the bed.
I can attest I've seen him do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay,
All right,
then
we're done.
that's fine. I thought you literally put your foot in under the blanket with
No.
your shoes on, and I was like, fucking
Like I
why?
snuggle into bed
Just
with my shoes on.
Why?
Just tracking
Don't
your
do
mud
that.
in the bed. Like, I don't give a
Like,
fuck.
the
That
only
is a psycho
time,
killer move.
I don't live
I
here.
think
Like,
the
he's-
only time I would find that acceptable is if you had like those like slipper socks, the
No.
ones with the little like rubber things on the bottom,
Oh, the
and
little
you just
grippies on the
wore
bottom?
that into your bed.
toe-
That's not a
shoes?
shoe. You don't wear that outside in the street.
I mean, some people do.
Yeah, well, those people are monsters.
Also,
There's also the people
killers.
who are just barefoot outside, where I'm just like, dude, your feet.
I think we started
If
a
you
civil
ever see
war
someone-
in the chat.
If you ever see someone snuggle into bed with their shoes, immediately leave the room. That is not a safe place for you.
I've always wondered. No, I've always wondered this because I've always kind of been curious about like people's etiquette, like especially when it's like crazy night at the bar and like the girls are wearing their heels and stuff, and like they decide I don't want to wear my heels anymore, and then they just walk barefoot, and then they get to somebody's house, and then their barefoot feet. I know they don't wash their feet. I'm
No, they're
pretty
gross.
sure they just go on the couch. They tuck their feet underneath their thighs, and it's just like that's that dirty thing on your thigh, and
Yeah.
now on a couch.
But Steph, they also
can't do
have
that.
puke in their hair. So like, at this point,
And they also probably stepped in it.
Yeah, they have lost all standards
just-
of humanity.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen like I'll watch some of those like trash shows where like they go out, and then I'm just like, dude, I wonder what like are your feet like really dirty?
Yes.
Like, especially with people who
Yes.
just wear sandals all the time. Like, no shade on girls who wear sandals all the time, but there's
no,
some
no,
girls
let's
where
throw
I'm
shade
just
on
like,
it. It's gross.
It's also not
Okay.
just girls.
okay, well,
yeah,
yeah,
wanna
just
see your
girls.
feet.
Yeah, no one wants to see your feet.
well, that too. Oh, that grosses me out too. When you see people who like they walk barefoot and then they have like their boat shoes, and then it's like they walked barefoot on the dirty ground and then put their foot in that shoe, and they don't even have socks. I can't. That freaks
Boat
me
shoes
out.
are a whole different kind of fucking
Problem.
insanity.
Yeah.
I just-
But people who also people who just walk around outside barefoot and have like no issue, that's also a
Gross.
person you can't trust.
Yeah. I also have it when people come into the store and their kids are barefoot. I'm like, I ain't judging the kid. I'm judging you because you know it's wrong
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
you're
You
okay
let
with it.
them be barefoot.
You let that
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, he doesn't like to wear shoes. You, the adult, you make the rules.
It's true.
That's a 4-year-old. You do what the fuck he say. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I don't.
I want to roll back to something in the chat. Steven pointed out that I and Steph are the opposite ends of the awful spectrum. And I just want to kind of like pick at that a little bit. Is both ends of the awful spectrum awful? Like, is it like more of the
Yes.
bottom of a triangle where both ends are equally bad, but the top is like the opposite?
I think we're like both extremes.
Yes.
So I'm extreme on like the clean side, and I guess you're. I mean,
Oh, is
you're
the
not
middle where
dirty.
you wanna be?
You're just like
Yes,
You
you-
just wanna.
Yeah, apparently I'm a fucking Oscar the Grouch. Like, apparently I'm just a trash person
You're
to
the pig
fucking
pen
all you
of this
people.
podcast.
Yeah, I'm a
don't know.
fucking pig pen.
I like Steven says it's different breeds of crazy.
See, but Steph, you don't think you're crazy, do you?
I mean, there's
No,
reasons
she knows.
for why
No,
I do
no,
certain
Steph-
things.
You know. Don't lie. You know you nuts. You know. You know when you put a controller in a Ziploc bag to use it, you have crossed a line.
That's if I don't have the wipes. Like I actually like I bring extra things in case I need to like put these in bags so that they don't spill.
Steph,
So like
Steph,
I always bring Ziploc bags because if they have the sample shampoos, I like to take it, so I put it in a Ziploc bag. I already have the Ziploc bag. So then, if I don't have any samples to take, then I'll put the the controller in there, unless I have my Clorox wipes.
Steph,
I mean, you know the sample stuff ain't good.
Some places have good stuff.
Right, but the way you're talking, you ain't staying at those hotels.
I mean,
No, they got the Tootsie Roll pillows. They're not bad.
I mean, we've stayed at what is it, the Hyatt? I've done the same thing. I still won't put that bed sheet on me. I'll push it to the side, or like when we go to Vegas hotels.
To get back into the lane of talking about our methods of staying in hotels, Leland, it sounds like you do not care for the sample soaps and stuff like that.
Okay, here's where I'm at in the
samples
hotel
to
world.
take, exactly.
Here's where I'm at in the hotel world. Like, where Steph is on the opposite of, like, I got to be like, oh, I can't touch anything. This might be a little like naive and maybe a little stupid on my end. I just assume they do their jobs. I get in a hotel and I rub everything. Like I roll on that bed. I'm like, this ain't my bed. Fuck it. I jump on it. I play on it. I have a good time. I love a hotel. Are you
lick
kidding?
The doorknobs?
Oh yeah, no. Now, this was clearly, of course, pre-COVID. Now things will definitely be slightly different. But, like, I enjoy a hotel. Like, I love calling up for more towels when I know I don't need them. I love calling for pillows for when I don't need them. I'm just like, I want stuff.
It's like,
now,
hey,
yes,
can we get more towels? And they give us 3 when clearly there's like 6 people in the room.
I mean, do I
sleeping in the tub?
Do I steal the stuff? Yes. But only if it's a high-end hotel I'm at. Like, I'm not taking it from, like, a shitty-ass hotel at, like, WonderCon. Unless, Don's paying for the good room, and then I know the good room's got the good shit.
Yeah.
Because clearly they have a better maid up top than the rest of the maids throughout the bottom floors.
Yeah. I'm going to say they probably do. You were in that room. You saw it.
Yeah, it was nice.
I watched it
it
like
also
a
kind of still felt like a
documentary where they
hotel in the
went
bedroom.
over things.
I just don't care.
And I was just like...
Are you talking about the black light?
No, this one was like... They were like explaining like if there's like glass cups in there, they clean that with like the same cleaner that they use for like the desks. And I was just like, well, that's
they got
not
one
okay.
cleaner.
Like, that's odd. And I just...
Maybe
I
they've
don't know.
got glass and one for surface, but that's it. Tops, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all got ammonia in it. It's all going to be clean.
Yeah, I know.
Jordan, you haven't talked enough during all this.
Oh, I just can't get a word in edgewise.
Well, now is your time. Jordan, you have the floor.
We're
I
sorry.
got nothing to say.
You got nothing to say about how you stay in hotels. You have no judgment of anyone else's.
People do what they want. I mean, I'm not a huge fan.
Okay.
See, no, I'm leaving this time.
I'm sorry. I had a thought.
Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of staying at hotels because I just really want to be sleeping in my own bed. Like, a lot of times I go out somewhere, I'm in a hotel, I just deal with it. That's my mindset when I go to a hotel. I just have to deal with it for a day or two, and then I can sleep in my own bed.
Yeah. So outside of the 3 of our approaches, you seem to be the one whose like uncomfortableness comes from an unfamiliar place.
Oh yeah.
Like the 3 of us don't seem to have that issue.
Yeah, like
at least not to the degree you do.
Like if I'm in a hotel room, like I think I'm hyper
vigilant.
Aware.
Yeah, well, I try my best not to mess anything up. Like if I get out of bed, I try to make sure like, oh, it's like I never slept in it. Like if I'm by myself, that's just.
I got tips. I can show you how.
No, I can do it. It's just like I just think about, because I mean I used to be a janitor for like 3 years of my life when I was in high school, so I'm like, I know what people have to go through to clean shit. So I'm like, I just want to make sure things are clean. So
you want to make an easy room to clean for whomever's going to come in and clean.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, but I clean up after myself though. That's where I'm. Yeah,
True.
I do clean because I won't even. Yes, Anthony, he's had to wait for me to finish cleaning the bathroom before we've left for things. Because I'm like, I gotta clean it.
I do that too.
I don't want them to know how nasty I am.
I do the sweep to make sure we didn't forget anything. And then whatever trash we have, we usually bag it up and keep it where the trash can is, just so all the trash is already collected.
Easily picked up and tossed into the big bin.
Just as etiquette. Yeah. And then if there's anything like on the floor, I just put it back on the bed.
Now, like on the I do this, but does anyone else, do you leave a tip for the maid?
I do not.
My parents used to, but I can personally say I haven't done it.
I usually like to leave a tip for the maid.
It's mostly because I don't like carry cash on me, so that's why.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
True. Yeah. Also, like, rarely am I in a position where I can spare what, like a couple dollars feels demeaning, a little, like giving a waiter a couple dollar tip seems demeaning, and that is my main comparison for tipping in general is like restaurant service. Now, granted, you tip those people no matter what. The maid, like the custodian, I can't think of the word for the whole group. I don't think that is quite as ingrained to us as far as like a Western society, as far as like leaving tips for them. So
Yeah,
it's
fair enough.
So it's more of a kind of ballin' move to even be able to do it.
I didn't say I left him a 20. Shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if I'm staying for multiple days, like if I'm staying enough for where they have come to clean between my stops in the room,
Yeah.
I feel like maybe $5 every 2 days of stay time.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I mean, yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Like it's enough to feel valued, but like for someone who does not have a lot of money, isn't going to kill me.
Yeah.
I know, but you've been
That's
with.
fair.
I mean, you know me. When I'm in a restaurant, though, in my brain, they start off with a $6 tip at the beginning of the meal, and we'll see if they get that $6 tip by the end.
Oh.
Typically, they get it. I'm just saying,
The only time,
or more.
I think the only time I didn't tip was when we went to Denny's after prom.
Yeah, because he gave you an Oreo shake with no Oreos in it.
Yeah,
And our drinks took 45 minutes, so we all left and went to Taco Bell.
yeah,
Yeah, you fucked
Track.
up.
Yeah.
That tracks.
yeah. But
I think
was
there's only been
awful.
maybe 1 or 2 times I've never tipped,
yeah, but otherwise,
I
I
get
and
always
for like very good reason. Jordan, do you take the samples too?
Oh, absolutely. I love free shit.
Yeah. All right, then I'm the only one who doesn't give a fuck about their samples.
Oh.
I use them while I'm there because I'm not a fucking insane person who brings my own soap to a fucking hotel room.
Boom.
But
Oh.
I leave it.
I've
I
done
do
that.
not. I'm not surprised that you have,
Yeah.
but like, it's not. It is not of a volume enough or a value enough for me to feel like I should take this.
Agreed.
Like I understand it's going to get thrown away. It's not going to get used again. That's just the way. That's
It
how
sounds-
things are.
This sounds really weird, but I'll bring... Okay, so whatever, like... Because I always replace my loofah. So what I'll do is... I'll bring that loofah to the hotel, and then when we're done with our stay, I'll throw it away. And then I have my new loofah when I get home. Because I'm not going
Whoa.
to bring my loofah from... that I brought to the hotel back home.
Whoa. You buy a hotel loofah.
They're like a
Yeah, the
dollar
little,
at
the
Walmart.
little,
like,
the little tiny one. Yeah.
Why are you shocked by this?
Also, Steven's got the best idea. Just bring your own like washing stuff, your own toiletries.
Yeah, no.
that.
I've brought my own stuff. I'll still take it because it's there.
You should-
Yeah, but you're crazy.
You should be like that one guy that my brother shared a hotel room with, who just brought a big old jug of Dawn dish soap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've mentioned that before. Yeah, it cleans everything.
Does it clean your teeth?
I mean,
It can.
I mean,
would.
it can.
It was just really funny when we heard that story.
it seems
though.
insane to me that you buy a loofah, like a disposable loofah,
They're only
because you're just
$1.
putting
Yeah.
soap on it.
Yeah.
I don't know why this bothers you. This is where you're gonna die on the hill tonight.
This is where you're drawing the line.
Yeah, here. 'Cause it's granted. I can't even get the words out.
Oh.
It's covered in soap.
Hey, what's up, Cody?
It is
Yeah.
rinsed and then re-soaped.
That's true. But I don't want to
Like-
bring that loofah back with me. It's the
But
same with
why?
toothbrushes. I'll bring my home toothbrush to the place, and then once I use my toothbrush there, I'll toss it, and then I come home to a new toothbrush.
That also seems wasteful.
Not... If it's timed right, it works. Because it's like, I'm already going to break in a new toothbrush. I'm not going to open my new toothbrush. I'm just going to bring my other toothbrush. And then
Jordan,
when
you
I'm
got
done.
something to say.
I just want to state for the record that Steph is alone on this one.
Dude, I provide the shit for you to use.
Yeah, and
I'm not wrong.
continue to use it.
You're not the shitty hotel that we stayed at that one time. I brought the slippers for you to wear because I was just like, we're staying at a really shitty hotel. I don't trust the floors. I'm gonna bring my own slippers. I'm gonna bring all the stuff we need, and we did.
Yes, and after we left, I kept those things and used them,
Oh
so
yeah,
they
that's
weren't
true. Yeah.
good enough to use anymore.
If you gave me a toothbrush for like a stay at a hotel, that toothbrush is going into the cup next to my sink at home. I have a new toothbrush now.
Yeah, but that's also because typically you forget your toothbrush.
I have had to buy toothbrushes.
I mean, guys, it was already
I've been with you in the 7-Eleven,
wasted
quickly
and
grabbing
replaced.
shit.
It just so
We've been in a
happens
lot of
I
hotels.
bring it and replace it.
No, Steph. I think most people are taking offense to you buy the loofah and then you throw the loofah away after 2 uses.
Well, okay, for Florida, we went to Florida, we went to Walmart. When we went to EDC Orlando,
Yes.
we went to Walmart
Yep.
and we bought all the sample stuff, and I didn't take that stuff with me back.
Yes.
Because we only had
Okay.
carry-on.
And that's the part where
So it was like-
wasteful.
Yeah.
I'll agree with her on the Florida part. You leave Florida there.
yeah,
know what
I
I'm
was just
saying?
like, this
Yeah.
isn't coming back.
Whatever
with
you
me.
take into Florida is exactly what you take out of Florida.
Yeah.
You don't take
Gosh,
any
no.
extra Florida across the state border.
I mean, it's taken me almost 20 years to wash Florida off.
Like, I took my loofah with me to my brother's, like, when I went to Washington, and when I was packing my stuff to come back to San Diego, I also threw that loofah away. I mean, it already was, like, mangled and stuff. That's why
Well,
I was
stop
like,
buying
I
the cheap dollar loofahs that
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, they're, it's no big deal.
Oh, I buy the dollar ones. I don't need no crazy, like, thing with a stick for, like, $6.
How do you wash your ass?
Can you not reach?
No, I can, but it's fun when you have a stick to do it.
It does make you feel like an old-timey prospector taking a bath in a wooden barrel.
I am massively upset that we have been discussing this for 30 minutes.
No, this is fun. I've been having a good ass
Leland,
time.
this is
And
this
Chad
is
is
the
very
hotel and
engaged.
soap episode.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Each episode is
I
themed
feel like-
this year.
I guess I just miss going to hotels because that means we were doing fun things.
I do, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
go-
that's fair.
And I think you nailed it right there. Like, the reason why I enjoy hotels is because it's always for something, like,
An
fun.
event of some sort.
Like,
Yeah.
very few times have I ever had a hotel and it was a solemn fucking reason for being away from home.
Yeah.
Like, it's always conventions
Yeah.
and, like, visiting people.
I've always
is true.
I've always wanted to do just a staycation. Just like find the fanciest hotel in your city, or whatever, and you just stay there for a night just to do it. Pretend you're on vacation,
Oh,
but you're
I've-
still in the same city.
Oh, I've been wanting to stay at the Del Coronado for years.
Oh, is that the haunted
Just-
one?
Yes, the Hotel
Yeah.
Del.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, they have a haunted room, but that's not why I'm going. I just want to feel rich and white.
Right. I want to feel
I
that
have
as
to
well.
go back on what I said. Sort of.
I think it'd be
On what part? You said so much.
About going to hotels for, like, fun things.
Yeah.
Like, that was my primary reason for, like, going, like, all hotels. There was a stretch where I was going to hotels just to hook up, because
Yeah, that's
Where I
part of the
was living.
fun. That's,
where I was living, like, didn't have enough privacy. Like, it's still fun, but, like, I was not traveling, and it was not, like, an event, like, kind of excitement.
Well, I feel like
Was
It's a
it
different
still
kind of
like
excitement.
like a stay at the whole night, or like a one and done? And
Yeah,
see you later?
no, I stay. I'm not staying at the hourly, no-tell motels.
okay,
But you know the app,
see,
the Hotels Only or like Hotels Tonight,
Hotel Tonight,
app.
yes.
Yeah. I went for a stretch using that often.
So Steph brought up something that I was going to get to. So do you count that as paying for it?
No. Paying for the sex?
Because
No, 'cause-
someone got paid.
Yeah, the hotel.
Yeah, but not the person directly. That's
Yeah.
the difference.
I mean, there's a thin line. It's like,
I don't pay her, and usually we split the cost of the hotel anyway.
Well, I mean,
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, in a way, you do kind of pay her. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Yeah. I mean, I make a deposit. Ugh.
and cue Jennifer to be angry in 3,
Let's see the
2,
red emoji face.
1. Yeah, Steven's right. You just paying each other.
When I do it, yeah.
it's mutual.
Is what is
It's
it?
mutual payment.
Cody says, is paying for the meal before paying for sex?
Well, no, because sex isn't guaranteed after the meal.
True.
And a lot of dudes need to learn that for some reason.
Yeah. Just because you went on a date and paid for it don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, you could do what I've always done, sex first and then have a real awkward meal afterwards.
You talk about during the meal.
Yeah, that's when you find out his name. I mean, just kinda like,
You all look at me like I'm the slut.
Yeah.
so
You're
your
the real
neck,
hoe with this podcast.
so your neck hurts because you slept on it wrong. Welcome to being.
That's right. How the fuck did we get there?
Don't know.
So welcome to being over 35, son.
Yeah, that was
I'm
gonna
aggressive
be.
when I sleep. I talk around.
Oh, that's how we got there. That's how
Oh,
we got
yeah,
there. We were
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about sleeping and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that doesn't even seem nearly as funny as where we've been. But yeah, it's a mixture of getting old because my left shoulder's also been hurting for a week.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
not as bad to complain about it.
No. I know I move a lot. I think sometime last week I hurt my neck, but I'm fine. I just put the weight of the weighted blanket on me so I don't move.
I'm gonna switch pillows and hope that'll do.
I got an ad on Instagram, and I don't know how they know this, but I got an ad for a square pillow. It's called Square Pillow, and it's specifically
Yeah, I've been getting them.
It's specifically designed for people who sleep on their sides. I'm like, how do you guys know I sleep
Ooh.
on my side? But now I'm interested in the Square Pillow.
I was interested until I saw the price, and then I was like, I'm not as
Yeah,
interested.
no, I saw the price. I'm like, let me go to Amazon and find an equivalent for cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking. It was like $100-something. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
That's just a pillow.
Yeah,
That's a fucking lot.
Yeah, I find a lot of the things I get, like the targeted ads for, or just kind of
Yeah.
ads in general, always more expensive than I'm willing to
Yeah.
pay for
Yeah.
whatever product.
And
it
that's
is.
the fundamental-
Are they the only ones who can afford these ads?
that's the fundamental flaw of targeted ads. They don't know that I'm cheap.
Yeah. They know
Yeah.
everything else about me, but they don't know I'm fucking cheap.
I get candy ads.
Oh, I need to
I'm
order my
getting one.
sour strips.
I'm getting one now, actually. I've just yesterday, the other day, I've started getting on my Facebook and Instagram because it's the same thing. An ad for candy, and that I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I mean, I got
That-
that ad
that
for sour
could happen.
strips. Oof.
Yeah.
Lordy,
Sour
lordy.
strips. There's a Mexican candy one where it's like Mexican candy covered like Skittles and sour Patch Kids, and I was like, ooh, that sounds fun. I'm gonna try. This.
I get a lot of Amazon ads because that's where I do like the vast majority of my shopping.
Yeah, I get those
and
too.
since my family, we've been looking at buying some property, I've actually gone as far as making a new wish list for just house things. So, like, the Amazon ads have just been real consistent. Yeah.
What,
But they
you
really
gonna try-
clash with my Wish ads, which
Oh, the Wish ads.
gets weird.
You gonna try and own land?
Yeah, actually.
I'm curious.
I'm gonna own land, assumably in the next few months.
Also, yes, Jen, using the incognito mode is great, fine, whatever, but do you know the joys of just turning on your computer, opening up Google, and you're already logged into all your stuff, so you don't have to log in again to anything? It's great. I save so many seconds.
Steven in chat's mentioning the same issue that I have with my Wish ads is they're all sexy and a lot of them real weird. I mean,
Yeah, I
they're
just
not always
scrolled
sexy
Wish
weird,
right
but
now.
sometimes they are.
I'm getting a lot of resin stuff. That's about it. Resin and nail stuff.
That's because you a
Nothing weird.
pothead with good nails.
Yeah. And then
She didn't hear you at all.
I heard
Sheesh.
pothead, and I was like, "That's not the resin I'm talking about."
But you're not denying it.
I mean, I don't have any weed-related stuff on here.
I mean, yes. I now realize the resin you were talking about, but the
Yes.
resin that I immediately thought you were talking
Oh.
about was weed.
Oh yeah, okay. That makes sense.
And this is not the first time you've said resin, and I've realized that I was wrong in which resin I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, no, the other resin, like, still kind of, what do you call this as me? It intimidates me
For
and I find
crafting.
it kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Cody brings up a great point. Why does Amazon give you ads for stuff that you already bought? Yeah, sure, I'm gonna buy another
Oh yeah, actually,
PS4.
I hate
I
that.
already have a PS4.
Yeah.
That actually makes me real mad. When I buy something and I get ads for more of the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's not like a thing that you go through. It's not like I get my like cat food through Amazon. Like, okay, sure, like give me ads for the same cat food. Don't give me more ads for, you know, the USB cord I just bought.
Yeah.
I bought it. I'm good.
But you may need another one.
It's the flaw of the algorithm, I guess.
It's true. Yeah.
I've got something else to bring up if you guys are interested.
Sure,
yeah,
we ain't got nothing
we
else
could do
going
your
on.
story, and then Leland could do his crazy man story.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Yep,
that.
that's why I brought it up.
Yeah. You want to break up my ranting with one of yours?
All right, sure. That's not. So we interviewed another candidate for the roommate, which still need one. So anyone knows anybody in the LA area wants a nice house. So he came in real hot and heavy. Like he was intense. Like he kind of started walking around the apartment on his own. Like just kind of like, oh, okay. I mean, we could take you. That's fine. Had the biggest problem was he was a close talker. Just had to just kept getting up close to Scott and I, and we were just like, it's a pandemic, and even before the pandemic, stay the fuck back.
Yeah. That's,
My ears are good; I can hear you fine. And so we showed him the room. He was only there for like 10 minutes, and then he was just kind of like, "Yeah, this will do." And we're just like,
all right.
"Okay, well,
Okay.
yeah." We
10
pointed
minutes
out.
is a long time.
Oh no, it's not. You don't interview someone. Oh, we give them the interview.
Oh,
like you are getting
no.
questions.
I thought he just stood in the room for 10 minutes and was
Oh.
like, "This will do," and I was like, "There's something clearly wrong with that.
Just
The
standing in
room
the
isn't
middle of the room.
furnished, right?"
Yeah,
I just imagined
he's like,
him in the
I'm
room,
envisioning where everything goes. Yeah,
just
no.
like looking. And I was like, "That's way too long."
Yes. Yes. This'll do
he
nicely.
had-
Yes.
he goes, I have no questions, and I'm like, really? Because I'd have questions.
Yeah.
You should have a
I
lot of
would.
questions.
You should have a
Should
lot of
have.
questions.
Questions.
The only question he really asked was he's just like, well, how does one apply for the apartment? And I was just like, well, I said, if we accept you, that's important to the story.
Yeah.
I was like, if we accept you, you'll have to go through the office because you need to, legally be on the paperwork, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, oh, okay. So after like 10 minutes, he's just like, well, do you guys have any questions for me? And we like, yes, and then he answered them all fine. Seemed relatively normal. And then, Scott showed him where the parking place would be. And then Scott said on the way out, he was like, yeah. So I'll contact the office tomorrow then. And Scott was like, well, we have like 3 interviews this week. So we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Push the brakes,
So
dude.
yesterday, I get a text from Scott saying he screen grabbed the text, and it was like, just turned in my stuff at the apartment or the complex, thumbs up emoji. And we were like, no, sir. Like, we did not say, sure, we'd like you to move in.
Yeah.
There's
So
a process to this. What the
There's a
fuck?
process. So I had to call. I had to call the office and be like, we did not okay this. What are the legality that we need to know? And the lady was just like, oh no, without consent, he cannot be in there. We're like, cool. We do not give the consent. So if you would like to stop that paperwork and
stop
give him his
that.
$30 back, that would be great.
If you had not reached out, would they just have assumed you were okay?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Speaking from a property manager,
Oh,
yes. If I
holy.
received an application and I know that you're looking, I assume you gave this person the information and this is who you are choosing.
I thought
Yeah.
there would at least be like a second. We just want to clarify that this was.
no, they
an
don't care.
agreement. Oh,
If the application came out of
jeez.
nowhere, that's different. But I assume
Yeah.
you and Scott have said, hey, we may be getting a roommate soon.
That guy
I
can
mean,
never
they're
go back on
aware,
your
yeah.
property,
Yeah.
right? Like it's all closed off where he can't get in there unless.
He don't know the code to
Code
get
or-
in the building, right?
No.
Oh,
But,
Okay. All right.
Good, because
But
he
it was
already
just-
took a
I
look
mean-
at everything. I was like, dude, that is a problem. I would have
Oh,
a
no,
lot
I
of
could-
issues with that.
He cased
I-
your joint.
I could take him.
No,
it's fine.
no.
No, I mean, he wasn't that kind of crazy. Like, I don't think he's not gonna show up outside my door and be like, can
Other
I
than
move
being
in? Like, it's
intense.
not, he was just, I think he was in a position where he really needed to get out of his, wherever he was staying at. And he saw an empty room at a price that he liked and a cool place. I mean, I get it. I'd want to move in with me too.
Like
but,
I understand that, but I still
you
feel
know.
like there's layers to how things are supposed to go.
Yeah.
And he was just like, well, I got it. I feel like he's one of
So-
those people that will tell everyone like, yeah, I checked out the place and we're good. I'm gonna go to the office
Oh,
tomorrow.
for sure. Yeah, so we had to let him down, and he sent a very nice text back, just like, "Oh, no problem. Thanks for letting me know. Good luck." Just like, "All right,
that's
cool."
new.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't- I didn't hear the
okay.
resolution.
All right.
All right. That
But
worked
still,
out well, but that was still like a real extreme.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah.
I was just like, because I mean, I guess I was like, at what point did you not understand where Scott and I both were like, we'll let you know. We're still interviewing this week. I mean, that right there are the two things that tell me, oh, I'm not. Unless I look at you in the eye and go, you are welcome to live in my home. I didn't say those words, so bitch, you should not assume.
It's not a race.
You know?
Like just because you get your application in first doesn't mean it's
Yeah.
it's going to happen here.
I've heard some stories
so-
of people interviewing for jobs, and they're like, "Okay, well, when do I start?" And it's like, "Well, we're still interviewing other people," and
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, what other people
Okay.
think is okay behavior in like situations where you are being judged on what you're doing baffles me. Like especially like job interviews. Like the stories I have heard, I could not even imagine people like this exist in the real life, and here I am hearing stories about them.
Well, it's just one of those things. Like it's just like you said. Like unfortunately, it is. I'm judging you. Like I'm interviewing you to live within my home during a pandemic,
Yeah.
and I'm going to see you a lot.
Valid.
I'm judging your ass. So you need to come in professional with all the questions and answers ready to go. Like the kid we interviewed last night, fucking great interview, but he doesn't want to live here, and we were okay with that.
yeah,
No hard feelings.
Sure.
I mean, it sucks that I'm still looking,
yeah.
but whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, the kid last night was just like, hey, is it okay if my girlfriend comes around like once a month? I was like, I'm pretty sure you're lying to me when you say once a month, but maybe. I mean, I'm willing to talk to people if you're upfront with a conversation. Like, there's no topic that's unapproachable,
yeah.
but you just have to be honest.
Yeah, I
And
mean, best
feel
to bring
like
this up now.
Yeah, like if you don't move in and go, oh, FYI, so I have a dog. You're like, well, you should have mentioned that before.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, when I was looking before, I always had like a list of questions that I had to ask of like, is it okay if I have someone, am I allowed to have a guest over? Is like just a whole series of stuff that I would ask. And yeah, I mean, I feel like you should ask these questions.
I mean, and the problem is because it's the pandemic, we've had to, we have more questions.
Oh Oh yeah, of course too.
Like,
yeah.
there's like unusual questions now where, like, a year ago, I probably wouldn't have looked at someone and been like, so, believe in the sickness that's ravaging the world? Or, so here is my Biden-Harris poster. Does this bother you?
But
You know.
although like the pandemic has brought those things out, that's one of those things you should probably keep afterwards too.
Oh, no, I hear you.
This is a lesson learned.
I always ask too if they have like a allergy. That's like the first
we do.
question
That's one
I
of our,
ask.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you guys
that's
have like some
yeah.
kind of allergy that I should be aware of in case something happens to you, or what to make sure you don't have, like just as a precaution, because that freaks me out.
Yeah, no, Scott's on top of a lot of the really good questions.
Oh, there you go. Good job.
At this point, we have a shtick down. Like, it's almost like we're watching like a morality play at some points because our jokes
Shame.
are like this.
Do you have an allergy
I don't-
to reality?
I mean, even at one point, right after the insurrection, like Scott like looked at one guy, who was just like, "Are you planning to go to the Capitol and attack it?" It's like, and he was like, "No." He's like, "Okay, this is a good answer."
Or just be like,
Good answer.
ask them like, "What's your favorite color?" They answer. Then you go, well, "Okay, now what's your favorite color person?" And then see how they answer.
I've been fairly lucky with the two roommates I've had to interview for where I live right now, but they've also come with a recommendation of a friend or of the previous tenant, which was a
Yeah.
friend at that
Oh,
point.
yeah.
I mean, I haven't lived with a stranger until I moved in here 3 years ago. So, like, just the concept is always been weird to me. I've always lived with, like, family or in relationships.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, this is a first for me as well.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's weird because I don't like being a judgy person. So, like, overall, and I haven't even had to do that many interviews. But I just walk around like, this is your room. Here's the kitchen. We're kind of, not the cleanest people. Like, dishes get backed up sometimes. Is that a problem for you? Are you a neat freak? Not that we don't want you to live here. It'd be great if you cleaned.
Yeah.
But like my approach has been, this is us and all of us, in all truthfulness.
Yeah.
What do you think? And then just see how they react.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
I think the last stranger I lived with was 8 years ago. That was a Craigslist roommate,
Wait, wasn't
Miss Moneybags.
isn't your current new roommate? Wasn't he a stranger before he moved in?
I mean, not a stranger to Marlon. He was a stranger to me, but that's a friend of a friend. I meant like a full-on stranger that no one knew.
Gotcha.
Which was
gotcha.
Craigslist roommate. Yeah, that was. Ooh.
Yeah, I worry about having to get like a
Yeah.
complete,
Not
like,
again.
unattached stranger.
It would be
Sometimes
nice
you
to
get
have
witches.
A friend of a friend, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Hey, I mean,
All
But
witches
you ask
welcome
the
in this
right
house.
questions, and you hope you don't have a liar.
Yes.
I moved in with strangers. They let me live with them.
I mean, I didn't know either of my roommates when I moved in here. Like,
I think I got to know your roommates, one of the roommates, a little more than I'd like to, but
No, you knew
it
my
happens.
roommates better than I did because I did not talk to them.
Oh yeah. I came in and it was like, "Hi, how's everyone?" And then, "See you later." Well, that was it.
Ramon's being real insistent in chat.
He's really on
He's
this.
insisting that you always ask if they Donald Duck it. Not an issue for Leland since he Donald Ducks it himself and
Not
is
when
a
there's new
crazy
people in
person
the
for
house.
it.
I don't understand.
Well, okay, wait.
What's a Donald Duck?
It's just like Winnie the Pooh.
Why am I crazy? Why is that nuts? Like,
Because it just is wrong.
also, I like to think of it as Winnie the Pooh.
Steph is
thing.
about to Google Donald ducking it.
Oh no, Steph, I wouldn't look that up.
Everyone watch her face.
I don't know if that's a term that you coined or if that's an internet thing.
I think I don't think I made that up. No. I think that's a well enough known term.
I wonder how long it's gonna take her to find something.
Oh, I looked at Urban Dictionary.
Okay.
It says To wear a shirt with no pants is the top definition. Hey, it's a nice day today. I think I'll Donald Duck it.
I remember when that was a subreddit.
The concept
but I
alone
don't-
makes me feel so uncomfortable. If I'm getting dressed and I put my shirt on before my pants, I immediately just feel a greater urge to put pants on.
Okay.
I'll walk
Let me
around without a
just-
shirt all day. But if I have a shirt,
Let
no
me-
pants, I am fundamentally wrong.
Okay, two things. Two. All right. One,
Okay.
I'm more embarrassed to have my shirt off than my pants off. So we'll just say that.
Because you got that big dick.
We'll
Be
go
proud.
with that, or I just don't like my titties. You know, it's what everyone
Big
calls
old juicy
Two,
hog.
You got the hogs and Shaw.
There we go.
the other thing is I don't do this when people are around. This is in the privacy of my own bedroom, or if I get up in the middle of the night to go pee. Like, it's not like
okay.
I'm not walking around outside.
I know I've asked this. Okay, I
would
know
hope
I've
not.
asked before where I was
Why
just
would I
like,
do that? I'm not white trash.
is it like, I'll ask other roommates, like, is it an issue if I don't go downstairs in underwear. I usually wear shorts or like sweatpants or whatever. Now, occasionally, I might go downstairs without a bra on, but I'm really good about covering them.
But you're still wearing a shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
You're wearing a top.
She's
Yeah.
wearing the kitchen shirt, which
And
she
then-
has to change into before she gets into the hallway shirt to get into the bedroom shirt.
Like, oh my god, Jen, I wore a bra just to wear this shirt because it's so cold, I didn't want my nipples coming out. So, this is what I do for the podcast. Like,
This
I
is
don't
actually
want to
something
wear a bra right now.
that's come up in
but-
both of my interviews with roommates. Is like, what is the comfort level with clothing? And
Yeah.
Optional.
We've said equal both ways. You know, feel free to walk around in a tank top, but you know, we won't go topless if you don't go topless. And
Yeah.
I've had both my roommates have been women, so
Yeah.
that was pretty much been the agreed upon
See?
situation to it.
I don't go topless. Sometimes I would like to wear spaghetti strap, but I'll still throw on a shirt. If anything, the most exposure I'll ever give is maybe, I don't know, maybe it's cold and, you know, you can see a nipple here and there. But, like, I'm not, like, freely just, like, boobs out, because, I don't know. I've just never really been the type. But in my room, it's a whole nother story. When I'm enclosed in my room, I can be whatever the fuck I want.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
outside the
completely
door-
completely different.
Yeah.
I cover.
Look,
you know,
look,
I'm not
guys.
exposed.
If I had the choice, I would probably be a never nude. But I have to wash myself, so it has to happen. So
Like,
I don't know, like a lot of days off where I've got nothing to do. I don't bother getting dressed at all.
boom.
Like I'm not walking around naked, but I don't bother with clothes.
are you like naked playing video games? Because I still put a shirt on.
Yeah, it's happened.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
no, I still put a shirt on.
It
'Cause
doesn't
usually
happen
my door's
often.
open. Yeah, so.
I mean, of course the door is closed. It doesn't
Yeah.
happen often because I gotta to be able to see my TV and the fucking tiny ass subtitles these days. I gotta sit a little closer because I'm also old,
Yeah.
and I don't want to sit in this chair with my fucking bare ass sticking to it.
Yeah,
So
don't
I mean, I
like-
put something on.
I feel like I wouldn't be. I feel like I would still put a towel on a chair if I'm gonna be naked. So I might as well just put on clothes because there's no point. I'm not just gonna sit naked and play video games. That's not how it's gonna happen.
but think about
Yeah,
the
like,
views.
I mean, I'm clearly not showing anything. They're so strict on Twitch. Like
OnlyFans.
no.
OnlyFans exists.
Oh,
There you go.
but what the fuck? I'm not gonna
Think
be
about
just
the
naked
views.
playing Red Dead. Man, they hogtied me.
Think about the views.
Yeah, I just like I legit had that thought today. Like when I told you guys, I was just like, just give me 5 minutes. I just got out of the shower and I thought about it and I was like, I could just put a shirt on. I have a shirt that I want to wear, but it's white. So I put a thermal on. But I was just like, I can't just wear the thermal because what if I'm still cold? And I put on the bra. I got 3 layers when I don't really need it. But, you know, for the podcast.
Just zoom your camera in just a little bit more.
This is as far as it can zoom. I've already tried.
Oh, well.
Like
OBS can't zoom you
This is
closer
all I
in?
got. I mean, unless I actually grab the camera to just show my face. This is
All right, Anthony.
it's interesting.
What else did you going to bring up?
I mean, at this point, it's almost time to go into
Okay.
into the game.
Watch the game be something about nudity randomly.
Well, while I pull up the the list, because I didn't have it ready because I'm bad at my job. I do want to ask. I'm curious. Do you, and if so, how often, find yourself afraid of the dark?
I can be, depends on how dark.
I mean, at least 3 or 4 times a week, depending on where I am mentally at.
Like
Okay, that's a very valid reason.
like
Yeah.
if I'm in the dark and there's like light shining off electronics that are casting a shadow in an area, then I need to
Sure.
be in pitch dark, because then I just see black, and then that at least is better for me than seeing what could be a shadow.
And I asked
I
because
suggest, Steph, you invest in one of these and
Yeah.
you put it over your eyes at night.
No, I know. I started doing that lately, but I can't do it now because my brows. I already asked.
Oh, well.
So I've been trying to
Well,
like
fuck.
figure out
Got
how
it.
I wanted to do something. So
don't want to fuck up them brows.
yeah.
I bring it up because just today, at the I worked late, so I was in a house, a vacancy, and it had already been dark. So unfamiliar home, even a place I'd only been to once before, and I was turning off all the lights, and
That gives
I was
me
planning on
anxiety.
going out a sliding door until I realized, oh, I can't lock that door. So I shut it. The lights are already off, so now I have to walk around to another room, which I have enough light from the windows to be able to see where I'm going. But there's a lot of darkness in this house. Now, normally, I'm pretty fine in the dark. I don't, get myself worked up or anything. But for some reason, this house in particular, and whenever I have like the fear of the dark, it's always the very specific thing of monsters, literally monsters, are going to run out of the darkness and scare me.
Yeah.
I think I'm afraid they may hurt me, but they are at the very least going to like haunted maze try and scare me.
Well, that's because they need to siphon your scream to fulfill the power in their city.
It's
True.
Yeah.
True.
Also, we do go to a lot of haunted mazes,
Yes.
and perhaps maybe we should taper off.
No, but this has always been how it's been. As long as I've kind of been like reasonable about the dark, once in a while I'm just in a situation, and it's not always in a foreign place, like like a house I'd only barely been to. I can remember times where I've been at home and I just see down a dark hallway where I cannot see the end of it. It is just the black void. And I have a weird fear that if I keep looking into it, a monster is going to come and look back. And I'm going to see it there in the shadows. Or I'm going to walk by a room, and out of the corner of my eye, I'm going to see some, terrible thing standing, silhouetted, against the wall or something like
Yeah.
that.
Okay, see, now you bring up the monster, yes. The silhouette of a shadow, to me, is the scariest goddamn thing you can do in the world. Like, and I have jumped in movies or, whatever, but like, it's the silhouette that scares me the most. You know that meme that went around where it's like, it's the top and the bottom, and then one is like a dude sitting in a chair with like eyes watching you sleep, and it says like, when you turn your light off, this is what you see, but when you turn your lights on, it's just a pile of clothes.
Yeah.
That is,
I had a lot of
where
that
I'm
when I was
at.
a kid.
Oh,
Yes, that's where I'm at in my world.
I still have that problem now. So like right here, see how it does that thing? That's bothered me.
What, the thing
So
hanging on your doorknob?
it's clothes. It's like bras hanging from my doorknob at nighttime. Like when I've turned,
it's
I've
an
actually
easy
took them
fix.
down. Like, yeah, I freak out with that shit. I'm also the type of person that turns on every light to go downstairs and turns every light to go back up. Like, I have the stairway light on, then I turn on the living room light, then the kitchen light, just to get water. And then I go back and I turn off all the lights on my way up. But there's this part in our house that, like, once you get past in front of the stairway, for a split second, you get the view of the living room, and we don't have any, like, blinds on our sliding doors, and I always get freaked out that I'm gonna see someone standing there before I go up the stairs. And
is it a person or is it a monster?
it's not a monster. I always think ghosts or spirits, if anything.
Monster adjacent.
Yeah.
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 I always think I'm
Mine's
gonna
always
see a ghost. Is where I'm at.
Mine's always one of two things: Jason Voorhees or the alien.
Yeah.
Aliens worth being concerned about.
Because that scene in episode 2, in Aliens Part 2, when they're in the hallway, and then they're like, oh, it's like, it's the black hallway, and then you suddenly realize that's not a hallway, that's actually just a hallway made of aliens.
Yeah.
That has stuck with me for a really, really long time. Also, Scott brings it up, Gary Newman, who I love, but he did a cover of an album that looks like the Babadook, and that is the vision that burns in my soul when I go to sleep at night, is that he is standing at the front of my bed in a top hat with like a feathery collared coat, just glaring at me with two white eyes. I've drawn it several times. It scares me. It's the vision that haunts me in my nightmares the most, is the vision of a man in a top hat just watching me from the foot of my bed. I don't know where that came from.
The Babadook.
I mean, right, but this was way before like 2014 or whenever the fuck that movie came out. It's like,
I know there was a movie. It's like it was made like back in the 30s or something, but it's a London movie. It's an English movie. I mean, I forgot what it's called, but the main villain or whatever, he's a vampire in London. Not vampire, whatever, but. He was the basis of the Babadook, but I forgot what it was called.
Okay. London After Midnight?
Yes. That's what it was.
Scott's got it there in the chat.
Oh,
Jesus,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Jordan, I'm pretty sure we own it.
So if you want a copy.
No.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a crazy person because if I had the choice, I'd probably almost always just be in darkness.
I think we've learned one thing today, is that we're all crazy.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Oh, for sure.
I mean, granted...
I mean...
Go first, Leland.
Oh, is this someone in the chat brought up clowns. Like, I am not scared of a clown. I find them innately annoying, but they don't scare me.
Yeah, they don't scare me either. Nothing about a clown frightens me.
Unless it's the Joker from like a certain aspect of a comic book, then that's a whole different thing. But he falls into my serial killer problem. So
I hardly consider him a clown, honestly.
No, he's just a crazy person that happens to look like one.
Yeah,
Like dresses like one.
Like his entire outlook or his look has changed, as well as like what a clown looks like has changed, and they've gone in two different directions. He's just a dude in white makeup and like red lips at this point.
But look, I'll be honest though, Pennywise shows up in fucking front of me.
That's still
I'm gonna be scared because, but he's a demon.
Yeah,
on top
that's
of looking
Pennywise.
like a
That's
clown.
not a clown.
Yeah.
That's not because of the clown.
Yeah, clowns in general don't freak me out. It's the clowns that are upset in the moment that freak me out. Because you're
Sad
supposed
clowns?
to be happy,
Like Pagliacci?
but you're like
Crying clown?
upset and angry, and that's what scares me. Like, that's the part
So
that makes me feel uneasy.
So Steph hates clowns that are sad.
I don't like angry clowns.
So what about Puddle's Pity Party? Do you like him?
He's so sad.
He's so
I
sad.
don't know who
So
that
He's
is.
such an amazing singer. Look up Puddle's Pity Party. Helena. I love that cover so much.
Puddles
You
is
like-
great,
Yeah.
but he's sad.
Yes,
Look it up later.
Yeah.
I need to remember it, so I'm going to put it.
Okay, yeah, write it down.
Okay, noted.
All right, Anthony. Hit us.
Okay. Let's see.
I've
We have
seen
the
this.
list up between 1 and 50. First number in the chat will be our topic. and we'll see what kind of insanity we're gonna slide into towards the end of this podcast.
Oh yeah, quick answer for Jen. I
39.
I had a
Ramon.
I did have like not a demon person, but just like I did have like a haunted thing as a kid. And I think we've talked about it on the podcast before, but we got like this wheelchair, like a tiny little wheelchair from like a garage sale, and then I kept seeing that like the old timey ghost, like an old timey little child sitting there,
Like the one,
but she was like green.
like the one in Insidious that dances to tiptoe through the window.
No,
Oh.
but this was just like an old English looking like with glasses, like little child, and she just sat there. And I remember I got up from my bed and I swiped it, and it wouldn't go away. And I went into my parents' room and I didn't go back to my room, and I kept throwing that doll into the closet. And my mom kept finding it in the closet and then placing it back on top of I had a doll that looked like it, but I saw the spirit sitting on that chair. And my
Are you
mom kept
sure
putting
you
my
didn't just-
doll, my porcelain doll, up on the top of my dresser. And I
Are you
hated
sure
that
you
shit.
didn't mix up a memory with Annabelle?
No.
It also sounded like you were
Like,
describing.
I've had this for years. This is when I lived at like the second house I've ever lived in, and that's always bothered me. We eventually got rid of that little rocking chair, that thing.
All right, Steph. Here's the thing. I want you to download and play Resident Evil 7 because there's a character named Evelyn who's just an old woman in a wheelchair, and I want you to make it through that game.
No. Honestly, I've been hearing a lot of scary things lately. Like, ever since we were playing Red Dead that one day, and we were playing Red Dead, and Anthony goes, "Did you guys hear that?" And I was like, "Hear what?" And he just said, "I just heard the devil tone," or whatever you said. And he said that, and my chest just felt like clenched, and I was like, "What the actual fuck?" Like, no, I didn't hear shit. And then
The hell's a devil tone?
I don't know, but I didn't want to find out. And then my roommate, like a couple, like when it was hailing really badly and raining, I think it was yesterday. He had told me that it's been so cold and rainy at the house and windy that, like, our house is creaking. And he says it almost sounds like a voice. And once he said that too, my chest also clenched. And I was just like, dude, why the fuck is everyone telling me this scary ass shit? Like, I don't handle this well.
Steph,
Like-
I feel like you could probably get pretty scared looking at a popcorn ceiling.
Luckily we don't have that.
Hey, Steph, this is what you do.
But like you would see a scary face in the popcorn ceiling, and it would freak you out.
Steph, this is what
I
you do.
mean,
This is what you do.
yeah.
Before you go to sleep every night, get some salt and just spread it across every doorway or window in your room. You'll be fine.
Yeah, no.
All right,
not always
39.
ghosts.
Okay.
All right,
69?
number 39 on the list of ridiculousness. If you could set up your 10 by 10 room any way you want, no money budget, how would you design it?
Sorry,
What would you put in this
I
room?
was not paying attention.
Tiki room.
Can you repeat
So
the
you're-
question? I was reading what
If you could set
Barry
up your
said.
10 by 10 room, bedroom,
Yes.
Okay.
well, specifically your bedroom, and 10 by 10 is kind of towards the small side, so let's take away the size restraint. But if you could set up your bedroom, average size,
Okay.
any way that you want, money no object, how would you design it?
Oh,
I would have a full... Oh.
the entire floor would be a bed.
Okay, so the entire floor is padded.
Yep.
So at this point, do you have no bed then?
No, it's my
Did you
bedroom.
remove,
Your
like-
shelves. Where are your shelves?
It's my bedroom.
Where?
I have questions.
Get it?
Because
Because
the first thing that
it's
came
a
to mind
bag
was,
made of bread?
if you have food, or like you're carrying like a glass of some kind of, bourbon or whatever the hell, you're gonna be walking in your room
she got
on
a
this
point.
bed that's uneasy.
You
What if
need
you
one of them
spill?
gyroscopic,
you need at least one
trays.
pathway that's like solid ground for you to be able to walk around your room effortlessly.
Or I just don't drink in my bedroom.
Okay, that's fine.
That sounds like
I mean,
fucking
I thought
crazy.
you were gonna make like, I don't know.
because then you just mount TV to the wall, mount monitors to the wall, mount everything to the walls, and just the floor is the bed. That's all. Money's no object, guys. Get nice
Yeah, so
blankets.
Jordan wants a bounce house he can sleep in,
Yes.
like he can live in.
Do you remember that show Dharma and Greg?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really
And
watch it, but I remember it.
She had a room in her youth that was a trampoline room.
Oh, she was rich.
Like they just put a trampoline in a bedroom and that was her bed.
That could be cool.
No.
that sounds like
I disagree.
That sounds like Steph.
I eat
did.
in my room depending on my mood or what I'm doing. Because
Well, that's not the subject we're talking about.
No,
That's
I
just
know, but he
Ramon
had a
wondering why
question.
we talking about this.
Ramon had the question. He's
I
like,
understand, but
here.
that's a tangent. That's
Yeah.
a 20-minute tangent why we don't eat in our rooms.
Or why we do.
It's just it, right?
Yeah. I just.
I don't know. I'm in the middle. I'd either want like you go full tilt tiki, where it looks like the tiki room just threw up all over my bedroom, or I go Adam's Family, where it looks like it's about to fall apart and you breathe on it, but it's actually very sturdy and just old looking.
not
Oh,
both,
okay.
though?
So you have the old look, but the sturdy.
So
old.
Haunted
spooky
tiki room.
tiki.
Ooh.
Thank you
instead
for
of,
calling
like,
this.
all
Thank,
the
thank you for calling
crazy-
this spooky tiki. How can I help you?
What kind of bed
Instead of
would
all
you
like the
have in
bright
that room?
tiki colors, you would do more muted colors
Yes.
amongst a dark gray base.
Yeah. So spooky tiki walls. That's what I want.
All right, but my real answer would be like it. All right, money's no object. On the ceiling, LEDs all the way around
Mirrors?
it. No,
Okay.
no mirrors. No, thank you. I don't need to see myself in any context. I'm gonna. I want. Wait, how big is the room? Or is that no
Average.
average size room?
Average size room.
Yeah. We'll say up to 12 by 12. Like that's a pretty good size room.
Okay, yeah.
No, it ain't.
Average. That's a good average size room.
I mean,
If you're bigger than 12 by 12, you have a large bedroom.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
my room is basically exactly how I want my room to be. I have a bed. I have a desk with my laptop on it. I have a racing chair, but maybe I'd want an office chair on right there, like the office chair I'm using right now, or TV mounted to the wall, shelves. Like my room is basically how I exactly want it. So
Yeah, but like money, it's how you want it with money, no object.
okay. Instead of plastic drawers, I have wooden ones.
I mean, you can do that now.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. My room is basically exactly how I want it. So
There's a couple furniture pieces would be upgraded.
Yeah.
Not quite IKEA, like good Wayfair. I don't know.
I'm like trying to think because of course there's all these levels to how my brain works on how I would want things. Is this just my room solely, right? It's a 10 by 10
Yes.
room, my room solely.
Yes.
Like this isn't including things you can throw into a living room or stuff like that.
No.
This is just that room. Okay.
Then it's not so big that you can go crazy and put like a couch and a bed in a room. This is your perfect bedroom.
I got
Okay. Then it is how it is now, which is I have a bed, probably a way better bed. Preferably maybe like one of those really nice super memory foam, thick mattresses. And then I do want I do want a TV obviously in the view of my bed, and then I want like a crafting corner somewhere over here, and then like my gaming stuff, computer streaming stuff in like the other corner. So that's like how I would see it played out. Preferably with like all updated gear and
Sure, money, no object.
Ceiling, how I've always loved this look. Like when I've saw it at some house we went to, I've always been a fan of the LEDs on the edges of the wall. But there was a house we went to where the ceiling looked like clouds, and then they had the little LEDs to make it illuminated. But I just
that's
got
cool.
the idea that if it was nighttime, those clouds turn into the galaxy or like space. That would be fucking sick.
that would be cool. Yeah.
So like during the day, it looks like the sky, and at night, it looks like night sky.
Okay.
All right, here's the one thing I'll change about my room. I would have a loft bed. So it's basically like a bunk bed, but it's just the top. The top is the bed, and under it you can put like a desk there if you want to.
Now you say that, but as an adult, that shit gets real old.
Climbing up into bed every day.
That's true.
I mean, they don't make those beds aren't the most comfortable because they don't have the support.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the ground is still a bed.
Jen brings up a good point. That's more room for the monsters to hide under.
Yeah, it would be a whole ass dude standing under the bed, like.
The silhouette of a dude hiding underneath your bed, just sitting, lounging, because he's got plenty of space.
But he has to take off the top hat because it'll knock off when he sits down.
True, yeah, he can't wear the stove top height hat.
Anthony, what about you? Where are you at?
I would start with the bed. Nice, good, like queen size. But like I would go all out on like what Steph was saying, like memory foam, like
the good
pillow top, like
mattresses.
whatever, like like the top end ass fucking mattress. I want my mattress to cost $1,000.
Ooh.
Is that expensive for a
It's like a
mattress?
Serta
I don't know,
mattress.
honestly.
Are you guys fans of like the
Anthony,
bed
that's
posts?
that's
on a
like
bed?
basic
Like a
mattress.
crash
me.
bed with bed posts?
Yes, mattresses are expensive. Okay,
Yeah, it's-
whatever an expensive ass mattress is, I have no concept of money. But I've always loved beds. One with like a big headboard and like
Giggity.
posts
Oh yeah,
on
see,
the
that's
end.
what I was saying. The posts.
Yeah, like I would want like a nice
4-post bed.
4-post
Why?
bed.
So you can hang a halo there? So you can hang a halo there?
I'm not gonna get into it. 'Cause I can't go that direction without upsetting Jen again. So from there, across from the bed, I would have a nice big ass TV mounted. I would have speakers recessed into the ceiling and have surround in the room.
Oh, like corner room type deal. Corners of the room, or
yeah,
like
just
top
you know,
corners?
like
Yeah.
at least 4 speakers, one in each corner of my room.
those sound really good.
Yeah,
I've been in a room set up like that. It's nice.
and like recessed and like flushed.
Yeah.
Because I only need kind of the one TV. Now,
Yeah.
I would want like a wireless keyboard. I don't need a desk necessarily. Like this isn't an all-in-one like my current bedroom where I do all the podcast stuff and then like I also live in. So this is just straight.
All this is great. What's the fucking theme?
Oh,
That's what the question is. What is the theme? Not where you're going to put your damn TV.
what the fuck is Jordan's theme? What's Steph's theme? You're the only one with a theme.
The theme
Yeah,
is
you're right. I'm trying to
what
get us
I
around to the
want.
themes.
Fun. It's
I
my
wasn't
safe
I wasn't
space.
quite paying attention to the question. So
It's-
I mean, if we were
I
talking
imagine
theme-
Anthony's bed looks like Interview the Vampire with like leather and a lot of filigree shit.
All right, maybe I have a leather pad in the headboard.
It's like-
You know, like the steel rivets, silver
Yeah,
rivets
nah.
in the.
Are you
I see
doing
what
all,
you're
like,
doing.
Dark
Yeah.
hues and all that.
What's
Like,
that stuff?
like grays and dark grays and blacks and maybe some dark.
Do you
purple
actually
in there?
have? Do you actually have a light, or is it candlelight only? Is how you see it?
Dude, what if you have a chandelier
Of
that
candles?
has like LED bulbs for like that looks like candles?
I
That'd
actually
be
find
cool.
chandeliers to be pretty tacky and not.
Oh, they're
very
terrible.
effective.
No, they're so
No?
gaudy.
Yeah. I rented a house a couple months ago that literally had 3 chandeliers in it.
Ugh.
One of them was in a walk-in closet.
A whole chandelier? Why?
It's small. It was small, like the
That's
size of a
even worse.
basketball almost.
That's
but
worse.
it was hanging in the
okay,
closet.
better idea. Instead of chandelier, sex swing.
Yeah, see, that's much better. No, I would definitely have like a neo gothic vibe. That would
There you
generally be
go.
my theme. But also, I would want like a lot of simplicity in the general design.
That's
Like
fair.
my rooms have always been so cluttered because like just stuff I have
That's fair.
that I long for like a big open room. Like you all know, like I've got this big IKEA fucking shelf thing
Yeah.
in my room.
yeah.
Nothing like it. I would
Well,
have.
you're not gonna get your big open room idea with a 10 by 10.
Hi, Patrick.
Well, that's why we upgraded.
Hi, Patrick.
I would want like little end bed nightstands,
Nightstand.
Yeah.
like one on
Nightstands.
each side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it is.
Or nightstands.
It seems strangely fancy that if I
No,
would have a
they're
room
good.
big enough where I could put a nightstand on both sides of my
Oh,
bed.
I have that right now.
I've never had.
great.
I've never had it. It's always just one, and that one is usually shoved in or cut. We had to literally cut it so it would fit into the place.
Yeah. Like back in the day, like when we furnished our house, like we actually had like whole room bed sets, like the matching bed frame
Damn.
with the dresser and the small drawer, and yeah.
God.
I remember I used to have it. It was like a really light, like a light pink wood that I had in my room.
And I'm here picking up fucking display cases out of alleys.
I mean, I've gone downhill
Shit.
from there. If I see something that still looks good by the dumpster, I'll clean it up.
Ooh, Steph.
I got super poor the day I moved out of my parents' house.
I mean, my college apartment was full of cinder blocks and 4x4 shelves. I was just
Like,
like,
a lot of the furniture in my room is either IKEA or somebody wanted to get rid of it and I took it off them.
I got
oh
a lot
yeah,
of
no,
that.
it's IKEA and dead grandmother furniture. That's the look.
I got that too.
There's always like, hey, do you need a table? I'll take it. And then I just take it.
Steph, I got the perfect theme for you. All right. It's called Lone Survivor. Right. So you walk into your room. Okay. On the ceiling, it's like clouds. You have like cotton up there with LEDs under it. So like when you turn it on, it's like,
Oh, yeah, like the little clouds.
strange clouds. Right. Then you have your bed in the center of the room, just straight up in the center of the room. You can walk all the way around it if you wanted to. Right. And then you have a
just don't like that
single.
idea.
Then you have a single
fancy.
volleyball. And that's it.
Can I make the carpet look like water and then just act like I'm, I can't think of the movie. Why can't I think of the movie?
I'm confused by the volleyball.
Yeah, why do I have a
Wilson?
volleyball? Yeah,
No,
Wilson.
I figured, but it's just
Oh, okay.
I just
seems
imagined
such a-
because of the bed being in the center of the room, it's like a little raft.
Exactly.
Like, no, what's weird is like Jordan went this direction for like such a worthless reference.
I think that's why I'm confused.
I'll be honest.
Dude,
when I
Jen,
started
I
talking,
fucking hate that shit too. Jordan kept telling me about that. He was like, why don't you just put your bed in the center of the room? And I was like, who the fuck does that?
You do.
I don't want to have to
Rich
walk
people.
around my bed. I just don't understand.
I'll be honest. Right when I started that sentence, I did not know where I was going.
In Castaways where you ended up?
Apparently.
Yeah, I just...
Like I don't even think I've put those two words next to each other in 2 to 3 years.
Well, you're welcome then.
yeah,
I'm not happy about it. I would also like in my vision, I've got my bed, my nightstands, windows at each end of the wall there. Nice long, like tall, long drapes instead of any kind of blinds.
Do they bellow in the wind?
Only when dramatically necessary.
Right.
That's always... I used to think that was really pretty. I had a window that used to do that, and then it gets too windy, and then the noise bothers me, so then I just kind of keep my window closed.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
why
like
you keep
the
it
look
to
of
dramatically
drapes.
necessary moments.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay.
I
how
really
about
like
this?
the look of white drapes.
White drapes. Why white drapes?
Yeah.
Because it's really pretty when, like, it's a sunny day and, like, the light comes off of, like, almost, like, these white, like, opaque, like, kind of, I
Like
guess,
more like a
thin-
sheer?
Yeah, like the sheer white drapes in the daytime look really nice. I would probably have black ones, too, to, like, cover them.
Okay, so
Like,
you've got
at
like
nighttime.
a sheer white.
Yeah, have you
And
ever
then,
stayed in
like
hotels
a
where they
blackout
have the
drape.
sheer one and then they have the one to
Yeah.
block out the light? I like that look. Something about
Yeah,
the
it's
light
just a good look.
hitting the sheer white drapes is really pretty to me.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good look.
Yeah, it's really
I
nice.
suggest everyone do it and put fucking anchors in when you mount your curtain rods.
That's
You
awesome.
fucking idiots.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
don't know why Ramon's comment tickles me. White drapes, the spookiest of drapes.
I mean, they definitely have an air of elitism to them. I just don't know if they are
No,
also,
but in my mind, though, like I see that in every movie where it's a long hallway and there are spooky white drapes just like bellowing, and you're like, I have to walk to the other side of that hallway.
Wait, can you hear?
There's a
Sam
man in
scratching?
one of these windows. I know he's going to get me, but I got to get me my coffee.
it's gonna happen.
All right,
You just hope it happens after your coffee.
how about this for a theme?
I mean,
Go first, Leland.
oh no, I had nothing.
How's this for a theme? Future minimalist, right? You go in the room. It looks like an empty room. Then you go, trigger word, bring down the TV. Then the TV comes down from the ceiling. And then you go, take out the bed, and the bed comes out of the wall.
Okay.
Just
See, I was thinking more futuristic than this. I thought like a TV was like the wall would ripple and a TV manifests.
that's even better.
You say bed like in a bed would like manifest from the floor.
That'd be great.
Fucking shame.
Yeah, Jordan's living 2025. I'm here in 3025.
Chad is making me laugh. He said, son
Chat's
of a
been
bitch,
fun
now I'm
tonight.
side-eyeing our white drapes. And then Ramon's just laughing really fucking
Watch,
hard.
watch, Shane. The second you look at the white drapes, they're gonna flutter. All the windows are closed, though.
I mean, I can see where white drapes could be a problem, which is why I said at nighttime the darker drapes come out. Because you don't
Shit,
want
I saw
white
Hill
drapes at
House.
night.
Fuck
That's-
that.
No.
I still didn't watch Blind Manor.
I have
The-
Not
but
many
only-
people did.
But like keeping in the simplistic nature, like bed, TV, the nightstands, and like two drawer wide dresser.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I want.
Now, do you have a walk-in closet or a wardrobe?
Didn't even think
Not
about
necessarily getting into the closetry, but it would be a walk-in closet. Wait, what's the term? Oh, a wardrobe is in like a cabinet. No, I have.
Yeah.
I actually
don't
have too
like
much stuff for
wardrobes.
that.
You could open it up
I
and
would
someone
want-
might be there.
I would
mean,
want a walk-in closet so I can just
closet.
kind of go and handle that over in more space.
that. Yeah, I would like a walk-in closet. That'd be nice.
I would totally take a walk-in closet, but there's a small part of me that wants that wardrobe, just hoping that maybe it's a pathway to Narnia. Like,
Well, where else
just
you gonna
every
put your
time
fur
I go,
coats?
yeah, but every time I go to bed, in my brain, I just be like, what if?
Every so often, Leland opens up
Yep.
his wardrobe and he just reaches
Just
in,
kinda-
closes his eyes, and just hopes he doesn't touch the back of
But
it.
when he does, he
Yeah,
just
just I
lets out a
start-
sigh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same way when I reach for the remote control and the force doesn't work. Every so often I still try just to be like, maybe, like if I believe.
Steven in chat, he's got they've got the answer for all of this. The wardrobe opens into your closet, into your walk-in
Oh,
closet.
well, yes, that's the TARDIS. You just,
Speaking of ads, since I've been looking at furniture, I have been sent targeted ads for furniture that doubles as doors for like hideaway
Oh.
rooms and stuff like that.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
it's very cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, if real quick, we don't need a tangent on it,
Okay.
but if you had your own house, like if you could build your own house or whatever, secret passage, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I would make
Okay,
one.
100%.
At least
That's
one
fair
or a
enough.
few.
I saw-
that'd be really good.
I saw this video. It was of some Airbnb where it's this really cool house, but then there's like a coffee table, but if you push it to
Oh,
the
yeah,
side,
we
there's a
saw that.
staircase. If you go down the staircase, there's like a little like a playroom in there. There's like a pool table and stuff. Like it was really cool.
Yeah,
that's
they
cool.
literally just moved it aside, and there was a little staircase to go down to their little game room.
Fucking rich people,
Right?
Where the fuck was that? It's like straight in the country.
Yeah, it was like fucking like Missouri or something.
Yeah, we were laughing because it was like, you
Well,
gotta
yeah,
go
but,
to
like,
that place
property's
first.
cheap.
Yeah, I mean their rent's like $2. I mean shit.
They pay you to take a house.
Yeah, I mean you can get a 5-bedroom in Florida for like $50,000, and you're like,
Demonico in chat just mentioned something that's pretty bananas. He said one of my coworkers' neighbors bought the house next door to them and built a tunnel between them. Now, Steph has
100%.
mentioned her zombie survival plan is to tunnel to the house next door.
That's
So-
yeah. Jordan gave me that idea because they assume that you're in that house, but when they go there,
Yeah,
there's
but
nothing
you're a-
there, and you're in the house next
wait,
door.
but what about the zombies that may be in the other house?
No, you clear it out first.
Yeah.
Why don't you just clear
Clearly.
out your own house?
No, it's
No,
Because
'cause
now
they-
the people who
humans out.
She doesn't
follow
want
me
you-
will follow us to that house. So they think they're going to that house, but I do go in that house, and then I go through an entrance to go to the other house.
Yeah, so the humans can't follow you.
Yeah. It's more or less for
Wait,
that.
so you, okay.
It's just to confuse them that I'm not actually giving my location away. Technically. Because I'm actually
Because you're
another
actually
house.
next door.
Yeah,
Totally
you're actually
safe.
25 feet from
Yes, I'm actually not far at all.
No,
but
you just-
this is just to confuse you.
You just board up that house entirely, and block all the entrances. So it's like, oh, there's no way inside this house, and I'll just leave it alone. You know?
You got to board them both up.
Yeah.
But you have to get
You
inside
got to make
somehow.
them look inconspicuous. They got to look inconspicuous.
It's true. That's true.
I mean, make sure you put the zombie heads on pikes so the other zombies know that's
the
a
boss?
bad place.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like
I vaguely remember a memory in elementary school where we had to draw what we wanted our dream room to look like. And I remember making my room have aquarium walls. And I thought that was so cool at first. And then I realized that fish are really sensitive to sound, and that's just gonna fuck shit up. Because, right? Isn't that how that is? You don't want to bang on
Yeah.
things or make too
You're
much
right.
loud noises.
You're right.
But I remember I thought it would just be really pretty. Maybe I'd still keep that idea, but have an aquarium wall or one area with just a pretty view.
Or yeah, just have a water wall with no fish.
Well, that's true. But I mean, or fake fish.
Just have plastic fish. Just on strings.
they're just floating. For some reason, when you said aquarium wall, my first thought was there's a shark in it watching me while I sleep, and that made me very uncomfortable.
Just one shark just
Yeah.
either
A
swimming
single
around
shark.
or
It's
just fucking eyeing
Just a
you.
single shark just eyeballing you all day long, just like
I'd be,
Just you wake up
I'd
and
be
it's
more
just
concerned of
soon.
an octopus staring at me.
yeah.
So see, we all went to our fears of the deep.
Just the octopus just
Leland,
sprawled
did you
out.
watch the video that I sent in chat?
The shark one?
No,
the free diver
the
guy.
free diver.
Yeah. There were sharks in it, though.
There were, yes.
I guess I don't know of this.
Later on, check chat because
It's in our chat.
That
right.
basically, there's a few clips in there that basically described my fear, things that cause me anxiety in the ocean. There's a part where this free runner's just running and there's just darkness below him, and I'm just like, dude,
Oh,
what
no.
the fuck? What is there?
I don't know. I watched a video the other day where a guy was on a speedboat in probably Florida, and he took a fish catcher, like a net, and he was like, he's like, I'm gonna get some fish, and he stuck it in there,
Fish
and he pulled up a raccoon.
The fuck?
Wait, alive?
Yep.
What?
There was a raccoon that was swimming, and he was just like, raccoon, and I was just like, what the hell? I was like, did the raccoon did he get thrown off, or did he swim out that far and then suddenly realized I'm out too far?
Oh no!
He's like, oh shit, I'm a
I
raccoon.
gotta get into this fish catcher so I can be saved.
I mean, I guess a net would have been a better term, but yes, fish catcher was what I went with.
Okay.
Yeah.
I reposted it because I wanted
It's been a long day.
All right. Let's get out of here. We're spinning out of control. Nothing makes sense anymore.
I mean,
Let's close it down for the night. Thank you for listening. If you have enjoyed this particular brand of insanity, then be sure that you are following us on all our social medias where we post clips, different little funny memes and things, all that stuff. All of our social medias are League of Ridiculous Conversations, this podcast you're listening to, or at LORC Podcast. We are on the Facebook, the Twitter, and the Instagram, also the TikTok. If you have ideas, anything that you would like to submit to the list of ridiculousness, hit us up on those social medias, or you can also email us by emailing us at lorcpodcast@gmail.com. We have opened up the Discord for everyone to come in and enjoy. It's been a lot of fun. Been a bit more active than I kind of maybe had assumptions of. I thought it was going to be a lot of kind of us. And maybe just a couple of the real core, the hardcores. But it's been a lot of fun. Most every chat has been active. It's been a great time. Everyone in chat, the link is there. If you're listening to this via podcast, reach out to us again through the Facebooks, the Twitters, the Instagrams, the emails, however you get at us, and we'll get you a link in that. No paywall you got to get through to get to us. We make ourselves very easy.
It's true.
Yes.
The only thing you have to accept is our ground rules and verify your email
Yes.
address, and that's it.
Which is, don't be a racist asshole.
Yeah, basically.
I also just posted the National Geographic video that I was talking about the free diver in Pod Talk. So if you want to
Don't
see
watch
that, go on Discord.
Don't watch it. I watched 30 seconds, so I'll never finish it. Nope.
It's longer than you think it's going to be,
Oh, yeah.
but it is
Yep.
amazingly filmed.
Yes.
It is
It
a
I'm
is
sure it
beautiful
really
video.
pretty.
Yeah.
If anything, I'll grab you the clip that causes me anxiety just so you could watch that.
Awesome.
And clearly, if you're listening to this podcast, then you are already on one of those many different services. Be sure you're subscribed there and everywhere else. We're on iTunes, which is, I guess, is Apple Podcasts now.
Yep.
But it'll always be iTunes in my heart because I'm dumb. Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play. I feel like there's another one that matters, but
Spotify?
whatever. I said it.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. We're out there where you get podcasts. Just simply search the other ones, because you're already on this one, listener.
Yes.
Get us on the other ones, too.
Yes.
Steph, you're the last one to make a noise, so you're the first one to give us your social medias. How do the people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and Twitch at Stephanoids. STEPHUHNOIDS. I post stuff.
Thanks. Leland, you said last week that you're going to really zazz up your outro. What do you got for me?
I don't know if Zazz is the word I'd go with.
Little razzmatazz? Little razzle dazzle? Can I at least get some inflection? Spirit fingers?
Spirit fingers. Yeah, I'm on the Instagram and the Facebook, Leland Pierce Art. You can follow me. I do art and whatnot. This week, apparently, I'm falling down a well of 80s love, or a love of 80s cartoon characters. Didn't see that fucking coming.
Could we be 80s characters?
Aren't we always?
Yeah, but can you make us 80s characters? I want big
Okay.
hoop earrings. And then I want a side ponytail.
I think you just described a fly girl.
Which is 90s.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. I want
Leland, you-
thunderbolt earrings and a side ponytail
Still the same thing.
and leggings and a bathing suit top. Isn't that the 80s?
I mean, I see what she's
Okay,
going
the-
with.
the
I'll work
aerobics
something out.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
aerobics
she
look.
wanted to come out of the Get Physical video.
Yeah!
Yeah.
There you go.
Leland, you
Anthony,
did
what's your question?
you did a mum raw this week that I think was
Yeah.
very excellent.
What's a mum
You
raw?
definitely stepped up, put some extra work in there. I like the texture that you gave that.
I love Steph. What's a mumra?
What's a mum raw? I don't know what that is.
You can Google it.
It's 2 M's. Did not know that until the other day.
So how do they find this mum raw on the internet?
Leland Pierce Art, Instagram and the Facebook. Yep.
Nice. I'll accept that since we helped you, but next week I would like you to try harder.
I don't. I thought I did pretty good. I told you what I was actually drawing this time.
So
yeah, which
some-
is good. Which is good. But I want more.
Okay.
Jordan,
I'm not gonna dance like my queen does on Instagram.
I mean, I'd like you to. That'd be cool.
All right. I'll do better.
Thank you. Jordan, you're on the internet.
Yes, I am. You can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a Bear. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/JordanIsABear. I've been streaming a lot more lately. I think I'm towards the end of Demon Souls. I have something lined up for whatever's next. Don't have a schedule for streaming though. Still don't have that. Maybe on Saturdays. Who knows? What I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. So when I stream, The stream goes to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube all at the same time. Follow me on any one of those things to watch my streams. Come hang out with me. But mainly follow me on Twitch because I'm 10 away from 50 followers, and I need at least 3 followers per stream for me to become an affiliate. So help me out. Why not?
Check it out.
Yeah.
And if you want to show me your hotel habits, find me at Spooky the 13th on Twitter and the Instagram. So until next week, in alphabetical order, I'm Anthony.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Leland.
And I'm Steph.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.